Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So between videos that cover heavier topics, I like to make lighthearted, fun, whatever type videos where nothing has to be taken too seriously. We can be silly, have a laugh, and things don't have to be deep. So what I like to do when I make these videos is look through Reddit, look through my favorite threads, and see what I find. One of my favorite threads is r/don'tfundme, and I like that thread a lot because people ask others to donate money to most of the time ridiculous things that they don't need or that they really should be paying for themselves. Although there are some cases like paying rent where it's understandable that they would want help with something that necessary. But other times they ask for things that they should probably buy themselves, like jewelry. And speaking of which, today's video is sponsored by Ana Luisa Jewelry. I'm actually wearing an Ana Luisa necklace on my neck right now. One of my favorite parts about this necklace is that there is a red link. As you guys know, I really like silver chain necklaces. I wear them a lot. One of my favorite thing about necklaces and jewelry generally is that I wear a lot of minimal shirts, as you guys know, and I wear a lot of black, and I feel like a great way to accessorize without giving yourself too much trouble is via a necklace or multiple necklaces. Here you can see 3 other necklaces that Ana Luisa sent to me. One of the cool things I found out is that Ana Luisa uses 100% recycled gold because actually it takes 20 tons of earth mining to produce a single ring of gold. And that's also why brands refuse to tell you where their gold came from, and therefore Ana Luisa chooses to 100% recycle, which is something I really respect. If you're interested in checking out Ana Luisa Jewelry, I will put a link in the description below, and know that you can use the code GLARE10 to get money off. Anyway, thank you again, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring this video. Let's get right into the topic at hand. Now, the important thing to know about this thread is that of course there are trolls and of course there are people just shooting their shot, and honestly I can't blame people shooting their shot. If you want to ask someone to pay for your trip to India or something and people actually donate, you're still getting the money, so I mean, they're kind of winning in a way. However, I do think that in certain cases there's a little bit of a moral and ethical dilemma, and we'll get more into that. So here we have a post, and this one actually made me laugh. If you were wondering what you wanted to get me for my 21st birthday, let me help you out and say the most helpful thing you can do for me would be to make me a Venmo Cash App donation to help me on my birthday trip to New Orleans. Drinks are expensive, fam. Now, this one specifically made me laugh because it's assuming that people are just like racking their brains like, oh my god, what am I gonna get so-and-so? I am so torn, I don't know what to buy them. And it's just kind of like, maybe they don't even know that it's your birthday. Because this is a Facebook post, so it's just kind of funny because there are 8 likes, and I don't know, just like the idea of someone being like,
as I already know that you are of course thinking about me and my birthday, let me help you buy me things, or rather pay me.
Interesting. Okay, here's another one. I need a Gucci belt for JMBLYA. I'm assuming that must be some type of school, and this was on Snapchat, so it says, slide up and give me $1, thank you. I'm broke and this is my first year going to JMBYLA. I'm just gonna call it Jimbla. And I want to stunt. Anything will help me and will be appreciated. I will give you clout and a shout out. Hee hee XOXO. Frankly, the hee hee XOXO kind of, to me, solidified the fact that they were shooting their shot in the sense that they know that this probably isn't a good idea and they probably won't make that much money, but it's worth trying. I never really understand why people post these types of things with like the worst justifications ever, you know? So if you were asking for money because you can't pay rent, okay, that's fine, that's a necessity, you gotta pay rent. But when it's something like a Gucci belt and your sole justification is, I wanna look good when I'm at school, people really give the most minimal explanation and just expect people to be like, oh, you're going to college? Oh, well, shit, I didn't know that for college, they don't let you through the door if you don't have a Gucci belt, so, you know, they really need the belt to get an education. So in a way, if you pay them for the belt, you're really helping them learn. Okay, here we have another one, and this one made me laugh as well because I always laugh at the stereotype of people going to India to like find themselves, and then they come back and all of a sudden they're always wearing those like pants that have elephants on them, and they're like spiritually awakened and all this crap just because they went to India. I'm not saying traveling can't be a spiritual experience, but it's just kind of funny how many people actually fit the stereotype of, I'm gonna go away to find myself, and it's just like, okay, Sharon, do that. Here, someone's titled it, Finding My True Self, and the goal is $2,700. During the past few months, I have lost myself in college. Through a difficult process, I've decided to take a term off to find my true self. My plan is to travel and experience new culture in hopes of finding my way back to who I truly am. I will be starting an adventure of a lifetime in a few weeks. This journey will last about 5 months, and I hope to raise enough money to send me on my way. I hope to earn enough and raise enough money to purchase a small sailboat, which I will be sailing around New England and Canada. My hope is to sustain this by finding odd jobs and work wherever I end up. Single-handed sailing on the ocean has always been a dream of mine, and this is the perfect opportunity for me to experience it. Any donation would be very much appreciated and help send me on my way. Thank you. Is it just me, or are you concerned for this person? I'm concerned for this person because, first of all, I don't know how much little sailboats cost, but $2,700 doesn't feel like it would cover it. And also, the idea of this person just going off to sea, I don't know what their experience level is, but I just fear for this person going off to sea and potentially just getting lost, and I don't know. I honestly hope they don't do this because it sounds like a terrible idea, to be honest, especially by yourself. I hope he finds himself, but I think this is kind of funny because this person might be in debt for college, of course, but it's just kind of like this person is already experiencing something that a lot of people don't experience, which is college, and to take a term off to do this, to me, doesn't sound like the best idea. Of course, I don't know his life circumstances, but the whole thing together just to me screams like this is gonna be a disaster. So good luck to whoever this person is. Okay, so remember how I said that asking for money for rent is understandable because you need to pay rent? Well, here's an example that shows that there is always an exception to the rule. I'll be homeless in 45 days. Please help me. $10,000 goal. Is this person living in a mansion? Like what? I've been told that I'll be homeless in 45 days and my job can't pay rent, transportation. I make less than $800 a month and rent in my area is more than I make. Even if I made rent, I still wouldn't be able to afford food expenses. Any money would be greatly appreciated. Help spread the word. What the hell? Like, what are you spending $10,000 on? Like, I understand cushioning the amount a little bit because it's necessary to, you know, have food and have gas in your car if that's how you get to work, whatever. But also, why is James living in a place where the rent costs more than he makes? That makes zero sense. That's very strange. And also, how is it that this is happening all of a sudden, considering that he didn't say he just lost a job? So how has he made it until now? I'm confused. This entire situation just makes me ask questions. I feel like James should have been more thorough in his explanation because I don't understand what's happening. And $10,000, James, really. I do hope he finds money though, so he doesn't end up homeless. So there's this one type of GoFundMe that I'm always a little bit meh about because I understand that it's a nice gesture, but at the same time, it's kind of maybe lazy or an easier way out. So here's an example. Help my friend get money for her B-Day to see BTS. My friend is having a birthday and she wants to go to the Korean boy band group called BTS. It's always been her dream, that's why I want to help her so she can go see BTS. Can you help raise money before a deadline? So I see that this is a nice gesture. Supposedly you're trying to get your friend what they want, so I understand that you're doing it for someone else, so it could be seen as a nice cause. Of course, this could all be a lie. Pretending we know this is true, that's cool, like that's a nice thing until you see that they want $63,000. So I'm kind of thinking that this money isn't only to see the concert, but to fly to wherever the concert is, which is, I'm assuming, on the other side of the moon, and then also paying for hotel, which they'd probably have to go to the most expensive hotel. Like, it's just funny because $63,000 is so specific. It's not 60,000, it's 63,000. So it just makes me kind of laugh to think about, what did they add up to get that, or what are they putting in to get such a specific number? And it just makes me feel like they have this whole like map of like, okay, so we're gonna go see the concert and then we're gonna go there, there, and there. I don't know, does anyone else think that? Okay, here we have another one. PC gaming computer. Hi, my name is blank. I want a computer at home to use for gaming in school. I need it because then I can complete homework whenever we do it online, and I can download Learning Ally to help me read. I can also install games so I can play them with friends. I would like to be able to purchase this computer by summer 2019. It would mean so much to me if you could donate. And their goal is $3,000. So I think this is kind of funny. Take a shot every time I say funny. They're trying to portray this computer as like necessary for their education, which, mind you, computers can be necessary for education because some schools have programs and things you can only access online, but it doesn't have to be this computer. It only has to be this computer for your gaming shit. Otherwise, you could have any old computer. So I thought that was actually kind of funny because it's just so obviously for the gaming and not education at all. So yeah, that's a good try. However, they already did raise $283, so if anything, they have some money to put toward a computer, but this person really tried to play it as if like their education needs it. Thank you again to Ana Luisa Jewelry for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check the description if you are interested and use my code GLARE10 for money off. I don't make anything out of that, it's just for you. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and let's get right into the fan art.